Hello YouTube! I am Pinstar and this is Pinstar Plays Down with the Ship. So yeah, Steam Next Fest is going on, so I'm going to be bouncing around between a couple of different games here, just to show you some of the demos or some of the gameplay features of them, and just to see what you guys in the audience are most interested in. So this one, Down with the Ship, is a auto battler. If you remember my mini-series on backpack battles way back, this is very much like it. However, this adds more than just a sci-fi coat of paint here. There's a lot more mechanics going on in here. Your resource management systems are a bit more in depth in this one, so this one scratches the itch but digs a bit deeper and dare say maybe a more polished incarnation. Let's find out, shall we? Let's start with the starter person here, the initial guy that you get. I'm only playing the demo at the moment, so my captain and ship selection is limited, but it works if you're not familiar with backpack battles. Essentially, in between each round, you build up your ship. Your ship then goes to battle against another random player. Now, this isn't a live battle. They aren't sitting there. This is an asynchronous battle where, some version of another player's ship at that stage of the game has been captured, and you go against it randomly and see if you can get to 10 wins before you get to 5 losses. So let's dive in, shall we? So at the first round and in between every single round, we get 20 gold, and we can spend that on upgrades in the shop. Now, a couple of different things to take note here. This is my hit points. These are positive buffs, and I start with a couple of them. I have no negative buffs, but there's plenty of items that you can use to either be really strong and give you a negative buff, but in exchange for something more powerful, or to more often give your opponent a negative buff, or a debuff, I guess that would be the proper term for that. Right then. So here and these parts are random, certain parts are rarer than others. Your ship is basically made up of these hull pieces. The hull pieces by themselves give you your base hit points, but that also determines how much space you have to put stuff in. We also start with a couple of starter stuff. We start with the slug cannon. Now this thing uses bullets. There are 3 different types of consumable resources: bullets, fuel, and electricity. And having lots of it not only gives you ammo to fuel your weapons, but having lots of it in spare gives you some bonuses to other stuff. Like having lots of extra ammo gives you buffs to projectiles. So let's see what we can do here. We also have this strike optimizer. Objects that are in this little diamond area get extra crit chance, and crits inflict a debuff to the enemy. Also, those little Federation items are added to the shop. So certain items won't appear in the shop unless you get a base item that sort of enables them. So you'll see some ships with parts that you generally won't be seeing. Then here, this flight deck is what gives us some of our buffs here. It gives us a speed, which helps us evade enemy fire, and a radar, which gives us accuracy and crit chance. And then as well as repair, which just heals us over time. And our captain here, this guy generates some bullets for us. Also gives us a accuracy bonus as well, in addition to the bonus he gets for manning the flight deck. Now, I'm already seeing some things here. I see another pilot here who's kind of like our things. Yeah, I think what I might do here, I might grab another pilot and another flight deck. Now, you can combine flight decks or other items to combine their effects here. One thing I might do though is I'm going to point them backwards. Now these flight decks need to have some part that's hanging off the ship, but it doesn't matter that you're facing backwards. As long as you're facing the outside of the ship, you're good. So these guys will be at full effectiveness. So we start out at extra amounts of radar and speed here, and then every 8.1 seconds this guy gives us more speed and radar, and our captain gives us more radar. So this'll be good in helping us remain evasive. Now, unfortunately, we don't have any extra weaponry here. I would like to pick up a supply crate. This just gives us generation of all three of our materials slowly but passively, which is going to be useful. Even though our captain is feeding us enough ammo to supply our gun, and we don't have anything that is actively draining fuel in this, we're going to need this in the future. So I'm going to take it now. And we even learn, you get extra goodies for having stuff in reserve. So it's not a waste. All right, let's do a one reroll. The first one's free. All right, here's another gun. It could be just an upgrade to our existing gun. Gain one for free shop. Gains thorns and defense if we want to be real tanky. This is more of this. And then this fuel pump. I do like a fuel pump to get us going faster. We could buy it now, but I'm going to freeze it. And I'm going to take this slug cannon, and we're going to upgrade our slug cannon. So now it's a level 2 slug cannon. Fires faster, hits harder, just generally higher stats. Uses more ammo, but we have some extra generation. We have 10 in stock here. So this is, even though we are using more than we're making, we are unlikely to run out. And then any gold you have left over will be carried over to the next round. All right, let's try it. Let's try our first battle. And here we don't do anything actively here. Our ship just does their things. All right, we're gaining accuracy and evasion. I just hope it. Oh, they're out of ammo. Ha! They've run completely out of ammo. So now the battle of attrition is for us here. They're gaining armor. Solar flare. I guess that's the anti. Okay. I was about to say, that's the anti-stalemate mechanic there. And we just barely outlasted them, so I'll take that. Yeah, we need more offensive power. Otherwise, we were lucky to win that stalemate. Okay, we could get another level up on our slug cannon. And then we could give it a fuel pump to make it recharge faster. Problem is, we are going to be burning through a lot more ammo that way. There's another weapon here, but this also consumes bullets, so I don't really want to do that. Now, this rocket thruster gives us speed and heat generations, which makes things go faster. Starts using quite a bit of fuel. Not sure I really want to go for that. Let's go for this. And we'll go for our fuel pump. I guess with the fuel pump we could go rocket thruster. Ooh, this one needs 2 spaces plus the outside. All right, we're really going speed build here. What's this give us? Extra armor, but also weight. And also, yeah, I think we can take a lead hull. Just for the extra armor, if anything. Yeah, we can put it up here for now. Still only have the one weapon, but it is now level 2, so that could be something good. And its fire rate's being boosted. However, we're much more likely to run out of ammo at this point. But, let's re-roll, see if there's anything that we want to freeze. Oh my. A fighter cockpit? Gain 4 bullets. Yeah, we're freezing that one. We could freeze this one and this one just for the upgrades, that for the upgrades, that for the upgrades. Okay, we're not going to be doing much in the way of of randomization. I kind of see everything that I want already. We may or may not do well with this one. Now, the heat that we're getting here, it speeds up our cooldowns, which does mean that we are speeding up the cooldowns on our supply crate too. All right, we hit a cloak, which means we... I think we're both kind of evasive here. Solar flare. Yeah, unfortunately we were lower on HP, so that did not work out for us. But that's okay. This could be a slow burn build here. Oh, right. So the one thing that we do need to buy, besides all the frozen items, don't worry, they're still frozen, is our specialty items. So this can enable new classes of items. I mean, the ammo stockpile can help us out. That's a pump. Lightning chance. Yeah, we'll take the box. Because this gives us ammo regen, plus it gives us more crit chance. Alright, now we have all of our frozen items back. So first one, I'm going to upgrade my thing here. I'm also, although now we're just down to minus 0.4, so we don't really need to worry too much about the ammo. But, however, actually, yeah, you know what? Here's what we're going to do. We're going to combine the flight deck here to level it up by the fighter deck. Let's see, I got 6 gold. I mean, we know for a fact that we are in need for more firepower, so let's just keep leveling this one item up. We'll keep these 2 frozen because we know we still want it. So these are the special things that we get now that we've classed into the ammo crate. We can get new weapon types. It gains 25% and stuns the enemy ship. Maybe. We could get a flame tosser though. I'm going to save that because we really need a second weapon. All right, this is a missile boat. Ow! Yeah, we need that dodge chance to make us dodge. Apparently it was not good enough. That's the penalty you get for rolling with dodge chances. What do we have there? Gains lifelink. I don't know if we're tanky enough to really make the best use of lifelink. But let's get these going. We know we want this. I'm almost wondering if I want to sell this rocket thruster. This fuel tank could help, though. All right, we're going to move you up here. And yeah, it's getting buffed by the strike optimizer. It's getting buffed by the ammo crate. Yeah, we'll level up the rocket thruster and the fuel pump, more importantly. So that it gives us more fuel. Rocket thruster gives us more rocket thrusting. We definitely want to buy the fuel tank to give us higher starting fuel. It doesn't actually give us fuel regen. Let's re-roll in case we want to freeze anything. Ooh. Oh, this is one of the other ones that randomly showed up. I might take that to further buff us. This rebel hull probably useful to move our guys over to. And then, yeah, another slug cannon. And then this blaster cannon could be useful to actually use some of the electricity that we're generating here. Give us a little bit more firepower. All right, that's what I like to see. I think we had a big crit there. That's where that big burst of damage came from. Okay, so let's get the rebel hull because we need more space on the ship anyway. I'm gonna put you here.
The Federation's law is clear.
Actually, yeah, we're gonna do this to maximize the space on the person. We'll throw that over here. And then this thing wants to be near the weapons. Actually, I'm going to move you back a space. I'm going to move you back a space. That gives us room for this, which can buff both of them. And then, you know what? I'm gonna put you there for a hot minute. We're gonna move you, oops, over here. We're gonna put you here so that you are buffed by all. Oh no, you're not buffed by that. We'll leave that there for just a hot minute. I don't think it's going to be a life or death. We will hit that, keep that slug cannon there. Ooh my. The Giga Drill costs fuel. And here's some 100% chance to inflict incendiary rounds. I wonder if that will double the amount of fire this thing puts out. I'm going to save it. Also probably going to save this Giga Drill because, yeah. And then Fighter Wing gains +1. That's actually really good for this because it is very low base damage. We'll save that. Oh yeah, let's make sure we put back our our thing here. They're rocking a lot of evasion too. Yeah, and so are they. But we got him. We got him in the end. All of that piercing is really doing a lot. The cracks thing takes more from projectile. Yeah, those cracks. I think that's going to be our long term. Ooh, hello. Well, hello there. Officer. Okay, officer. All right, so first things first. Let's try the incendiary rounds into the flamethrower. I know it seems redundant, but I think that's... Yeah, because the weapons gain split chance means that it has a chance for the item, the weapon to turn into more shots, if that makes any sense. We definitely want this person here. I think what I'm going to do, I think I'm going to actually supercharge. Yeah, we're going to put you in the hold for just a hot minute here. Let's put you all in the hold for a second. Because I want to buy this fighter wing. And then can I put you here? Yes, I can. And then I can get this mercenary to gain 20%. And then this officer here will buff that. Not going to be able to buy that over there, but that's okay. I think that's being buffed. That's not being buffed. So now that's being buffed. All right, let's try something. I'm going to move these out of the way for just a hot minute. Just scooch that up a smidge meter. So that goes here. I might move the mercenary to like here. I know it doesn't give us that bonus, but that gets the bonus, that gets the bonus, that gets the bonus. But if we put the mercenary here, she will buff both of them. Actually, if we put that here, she'll buff that. This is not as imperative that we buff. And then you get that fuel pump. And yeah, there's no way that that can buff it and that. That would go here. Yeah, we can put you down here for now. We know that only 2 weapons would be buffed by you. And then we can stick you back here for some extra defense. Do I want to keep the Giga Drill? Because I think we have a really nasty combo here. With the Flame Tosser with incendiary rounds, which in theory will make it inflict double fire. And then it fires faster and it's being buffed. Now, this... The only issue here is that adding 10% to the power doesn't really help us out, although it might over time. Let's give it a hot second to perform. See how it works. Yeah, it does basically double its damage because all those 1 damage shots turn into 2 damage shots because of the fighter wing. So that fighter wing is putting in work. Lots and lots of work. Oh, don't tempt me. We do not have the supplies for this. A dampener rounds removes a random buff from the enemy's ship. How quickly does that fire? Not very quickly. This one fires quickly enough, though. We'll put that on you. Chemist. Okay. So Chemist makes that even more burny. So what are we going to speed up? Actually, we're going to fuel pump that. Because it's as long as it's a non-person item, it charges faster. So this is going to make this charge faster. I will finally buy this upgrade. We have exactly 9 gold. We could get into the Giga Drill if we really wanted to. Another lead hull. That might not be a bad idea. Give us at least a little more hit points. In theory, we could put the drill like right here, because it can span 2 different things and still get buffed by everything. But the question is, are we going to have enough fuel income? Because this too uses fuel, and fuel is the thing that we're kind of low on. We could also possibly get the Mega Bomb. Your projectiles deal 10% for every weight on the ship. We already have... Oh. That might actually work. And yeah, this thing's going to guzzle ammo, but we have more ammo than we have fuel right now. And who had the split chance? This gave the split chance. And this thing splitting? Oh my. Yeah, we're gonna go with the Mega Bomb. They're very evasive. We're hitting them with a lot of fire though. And that seems to be all we need, is just lots and lots of fire. Okay. Yeah, we're taking the Mega Bomb. And that hits all of these. We could take another fighter cockpit, which actually will absolutely be critical for buffing kind of thing. More dampener rounds. And it's not worth it on slow firing stuff. And our one super fast firing, well, our moderately fast firing thing already has them. And our super fast firing thing is better off with the incendiary rounds. Let's reroll. What are you? Radar drone? -2 damage. Explosive round. I mean, the plus 25% damage is going to be huge. But we would also like an upgrade for our chemist. We would also like an upgrade for our pump. The radar dome, not right now. So the question is, what is more critical for us? I'm almost wondering the chemist, but the fuel pump would be... Actually, the fuel pump's going to help us out in multiple ways. It gives us more fuel, but it also gives us more of everything else. But I am absolutely keeping both of these frozen. And the Mega Bomb says hi. Yeah, that cracks debuff, the ship takes 5% more from projectiles, and that Mega Bomb is a projectile, so that's like a force multiplier on that bad boy. Ooh. So this is a crusher. It can create an enhancement gem. This is also just an upgrader, which just upgrades whatever we want, which is pretty nice. We could upgrade the Mega Bomb. But let's feed an enhancer to it. Is there any little items that I really don't need or care about? Like the blaster cannon? This thing's not really doing a whole lot. And actually, maybe I want my stuff to charge a little faster. So I'm going to feed the blaster cannon to it. We haven't really done much to it. So this is going to give us some gem upgrades, which when slotted onto things, much like the ammo, will impact their things. Chance to gain 2 armor, or chance to inflict a frost on an enemy ship. Not my... Oh, restore 16% and gain. So the frost damage slows the enemy down. 75% chance. So we want, either way, we want this on stuff that activates quickly. .75, 6.75. Can't be a person. And can't be our guns because those are already holding that. Yeah, we just don't really have... Oh, the box is a quick cooldown. 40% to inflict 1 on the enemy ship. Yeah, we're not going armor strat, so I think we'll go with that. And then this, I mean, we could put it on the ship itself to give cleanse any rust debuffs. Some ships heavily utilize rust debuffs. So I certainly don't want to put it on that because we're going to use that for weaponry. I guess we'll put that on you to give us a little bit of armor. We'll put you there. You know what? I'm going to upgrade Kit the Mega Bomb. Because, I mean, how often are we going to actually get this thing, an extra copy of this thing? We will get the Chemist so that we can upgrade the Chemist. We are seriously draining our bullets now. To the point where I might actually... I don't want to sell the Slug Cannon because it's also really good. Let's get an extra one of these and re-roll. What are you? Steel buffs. We're already killing buffs in another way. Circuit board. Oh! And then what are you? Low caliber round. Charge rate and projectile speed, but minus. Or place on ship just to gain extra ammo. I think I'm going to take the circuit board, because that is another force multiplier here. Put that right there, and that buffs all 3 of our items. That's buffing all 3 of our items. That's buffing all 3 of our items. That's buffing all 3 of our items. So these 3 weapons are supercharged. And actually, we could get one more weapon back here. I don't regret selling that thing, but we could find a single tile replacement for it and be okay, as long as we found the way to generate this. See, this is the reason why I went the supply crate early. I am not terribly enthusiastic about our ammo count. Oh, but I mean, when you only need one of them to make the job finished. Maybe we're not too worried about ammo count. Maybe like starting supply is more important than ammo generation. Let's be real honest here. Right then, in that case, I am going to put this ammo just on the ship to do its thing. That critical hit lifelink is also really huge. I'm going to put another one on here. Although that starts us off immediately with that. So yeah, let's just upgrade you. Do we want more fuel? I mean, that does give us more starting supply. Could also upgrade our engine. I'm not feeling it. What is that? Oh, more things to use bullets. No, I'm not replacing our big McLarge gun. We could buy and do the final upgrade for this thing. That's fully upgraded now. This is more bullets, so that's not a good candidate. More of these. We could find space and useful items, and we could use a little extra health while we're at it. Yeah, nothing I particularly want to freeze, so yeah, let's do it. Ooh, heavily armored here. Might take a couple of those bombs. Oh, dealt 2 of them. But look at all that fire. Look at all of that fire from our incendiary Gatling gun thingy. This thing is nuts. This thing is absolutely nuts. Ooh, and another fighter core on sale. Don't mind if I do. And what are you? Oh my god, another force multiplier. Items charge faster. Okay. Can we squeeze this thing on with all of the other bonuses? Yes, we can! We can somehow squeeze that on. I need another human being person thing to pilot this thing. What is this? Oh, gain 1? Oh, yeah. This thing becomes more powerful with weight. Heavy rounds, please. Let's re-roll, see if we can get a person. No person. So this will charge things faster. All right, here's my thought. I'm going to put you over here. We're going to put you here for the time being. That way you're buffing this, but you're also buffing this. And then we get another supply crate. Although this we could do that. Just freeze the supply crate. I mean, if it only needs to fire once, who cares how bad our ammo generation is? 184? We might actually... And 400. And because we heal on doing a crit, that healed us like back up to full. That's insane. I love it. Okay, another person, dude, man. Yeah, all right, so we can put the chemist back where they belong. This pilot, dude, man, will be here. What do you do? Random item of higher rarity. Okay. That's common. Well, hang on. First off, I do want some more regeneration. We do want to buff you. So if we buy the lead hull and feed it directly into this, we'll get something higher rarity. Let's do it. And we get a targeting laser. Oh, that's actually one of the weaknesses of the big thing is if they miss, but to give them a chance to circle back. Oh, heck yeah. Now where to put this thing though? All right, this is going to go over here for a moment. Scooch this back. Scooch you back. This is a similarly... Oh, wait, hang on. I don't have something for the... Because that's not a triggered thing. Alright, we're going to put you here for a hot minute. We're going to put you here for a hot minute. But I really want this to boost this. So we're going to need some more hull pieces. Although if we win next round, the point is moot. Oh, this is madness. Do we go into endless? I don't know. What do you guys think? Not that I'm live streaming this, but oh, I don't know. See how far this can take us? Let's do it. So at this point, we've won the run. This is just our victory lap. What do you do? All right, 2 random thingies. 16 and that. All right, we'll do that just so that this can go here and point towards it. We can't upgrade that any further. This thing will give us regen. Gain 2. Yeah, actually, this thing's a pretty good deal. I guess we could just throw that into here and get some more gems. More of these frost crystals. I don't think you can combine them. Well, I guess we could sell them. Because I don't particularly want to slow my ship down, even if it's restoring. I mean, I can put one on here. That won't take it. I'll hold on to it. I could buy this thing and just feed it to that for 1 more, or 2 more rather. But I don't really have a lot of space for them, so maybe I shouldn't. Let's re-roll. Ooh. 1.5, A. More heavy rounds. I think we absolutely want more heavy rounds. As if it were not disgusting enough as it were. This just gives it a little bit extra disgustingness. We'll freeze our 2 keepovers here. We both go into cloak mode. Oh, heal, please. Oh, that was much closer. But yeah, us healing on crit is what is keeping us alive. Oh, and we were out of ammo there. All right, this is getting more. What are you? Well, you're going there. And then these, I think we're just going to stick on the ship for extra ammo count. Low caliber rounds, nah. Oh yeah, we can put this somewhere on the ship. And since we have it, we might as well put this on. I don't think one of these is going to do much, and restoring 16% of our health might save our butts. One and done. One and... what is that? Time Stream Oracle. Oh my. I have never seen this thing in my life. Oh yay, our blaster cannon's back. We can finally stick it back on. Why not? And we have a janitor who can help us out here. So let's buff our pilot. Let's get the janitor back manning the computer. Or maybe we wanted the Time Stream Oracle to mate. It only hits one person, sadly. Unless... where would we need to put it to hit multiple people? Oh. Yeah, we can do that. Oh my. Or you could just go right here and hit like everybody. And then you can go in here. Actually, I would prefer you to be incendiary too. Yeah, that hits 4 people. That's insane. And it's another person on our hull that gives us more bonus base speed. Okay, off we go. I think he just decloaked the enemy ship in time for my thing to hit. So, yeah, that was a worthwhile purchase. Alright, definitely want another fuel pump. Definitely want another radar tower. Spare parts could be real helpful, like right here. This just gives us base starting materials. And then, oh, a gunner. Split chance. Okay, we're freezing you, we're freezing you. Split chance going on to Mega Bomb is a no-brainer. And what the hey, we can freeze you too. And freeze you, and freeze you. Jeebus. Rust nuggets. Yeah, it gives us some money. All ships gain 1. Yeah, I think we're just going to sell these. $7 gold, eh? I think we'll buy this. Oops. That's not what I wanted. There we go. Ah, they got a big boy too. And there's hit before mine did, unfortunately. Well, that's mutually assured destruction for you. Alright, let's get our gunner to get you splitting. Let's get our chrono wizard upgraded. And then we'll get you buffed to help our evasion a little bit. That is a lot of missiles, but oh, in all of that madness, we were cloaked, but I guess not for enough time. I wonder if they had the decloaker dude. I didn't get a chance to see. Another gunner. I'm actually going to place them like right here. What are you? Rust nuggets? Not interested. I guess we could do a swarm launcher. No, it would need to be a one tile thing. Let's reroll. Or we could do something like this ion rifle. Does this thing fire quickly? It does. This is so much better. Okay. Ion rifle get. Incendiary rounds get. Remove one debuff and gain a shell? Sure. Combat medic. I will save you and you for later. Yeah, our stuff just didn't come out quickly enough. They had too much haste. That's all right. We still did pretty darn good during the main game. I'm happy with our performance. All right, folks. So if you guys like this episode and you want to see more like it, go ahead and hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and leave me a comment. Good, bad, or indifferent. Your feedback's always welcome. So until next time, it's been Pinstar signing out. See ya.